If you work with Excel and spend too much time on repetitive tasks, these 5 macros will change your life. And guess what? You don't need to be a coder to use them. Hello and welcome to Tech Coding Clinic YouTube channel once again. And on this channel, we teach you all what you need to know to get started with MS Excel VBA from beginner level to advanced. So if you are passionate about learning Excel VBA, build Excel VBA applications, automate repetitive tasks with Excel VBA, then this channel is for you. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you can get notified anytime we upload new video tutorials. We bring you video tutorials like this every Wednesdays. Are you ready? Let's get started. All right, so now welcome back. So our first macro has to do with auto save with timestamp. Okay, so now let's say you are working with a template like, let's say a log book developed in Excel or whatever, something like attendance tracker. So the idea is that whatever changes you have done or you do inside the workbook, you would want to probably save or resave the workbook with the current date and time. Okay, so that when you want to track back, you can easily refer to that particular file based on the date and time on which that particular file is saved on, right? So ideally, you can do this manually, right, by just going to File, then go to Save As, and then you come to what probably the folder in which you would want to save that file. Let's say I have it in the folder name Automation. Then I'll just click on Automation, and I'll proceed and then give it a name. Then I'll maybe add the time and date to it before clicking on Save, right? So that is tedious, right? So with just this model, we can easily do that with just a click of a button. So whatever changes I do here, okay, so let's say I've just typed something like, let's say new changes. Okay, new changes, something like this. So what I'm going to do is once I run this particular model, so now to do that, let's go to Developer tab, click on Developer tab, then we go to Visual Basic. So now we have all the 5 models here. We are going to be running them one after the other. So this is the first model, which says auto save with timestamp. So what I'm going to do is to create a button here so that I can use that button to run the model. So what I'm going to do is to click on Insert, then I'll go to Shapes, then I'll come and click on this, and quickly I'll just grab this button here. So now with the Developer tab, if you don't have it enabled, it's very simple. Just come to File and then go to Options, and then you come to Customize ribbon and make sure Developer tab is checked, and then click on OK, and then you have it appear here. So now once we are done with that and then create our button, what we're going to do is to right click on the button right now, and you go to Assign Macro and quickly choose your model, the name of your model, okay, which is called, in our case here, it's called auto save with timestamp. So click on that and click on OK. So there we go. So now whatever changes we do here, once we hit this particular button, it is going to save the file with the current date and time inside the same directory in which this particular workbook exists. So right now let's hit it and see, and there we go, it is saved. So now when we go back inside this particular folder here called Automation, you can see we have the new file called backup, and then today's date is 16th July 2025, and then the time, the current time, that is 23:41 and then 58 seconds. That is exact same time on which this particular workbook is saved. So that is how powerful the first model is. That is auto save with timestamp. So you don't have to go through the manual process of going to File, Save As, naming it here and there. Right now you can see inside the same directory we have these 2 files. Okay, so let's do another changes, like let's say another. So let's just type another, and there we go. So let's run it once again. You run it, and then when we go back to the same directory, you can see that another one is saved with the different timestamp, right? Since it is the same day, it will give you the same date, and then within the same time, probably it is only the seconds that will change. Okay, so that is how this particular model works. So now let's proceed to the second model, which is what this. Now if you've been working with Excel, you realize that you can have a data like list of your students or list of products in a column of this sort, right? At a point in time, you want to check for duplicates. So ideally what you need to do is maybe do conditional formatting, where you have to select on this, then you go to data, then you go to conditional formatting, and that is tedious, right? You don't have to suffer to do that. With this simple model, we can just select this column, and when we run the model, all the duplicates are going to be highlighted. Let me show you how that works. So now let's go to Insert and grab another button here. Let's just click on this button. Let's just keep it here. Now we go to Developer tab, and we go to Developer tab and go to Visual Basic. So we have the model called Highlight Duplicate. So right now let's come here, right click on this, you go to Assign Macro, then you choose highlight, duplicate, and click on OK. So now what you need to do is, if you have a long list of data like names of student, product, and you would want to see or check if there are duplicates, it's very simple. Just select the entire column with that data and run this model. And there you go. So you can see that the duplicate have been highlighted with red. You can see, very simple and straightforward. There is nothing like going to do any conditional formatting. Everything has been done for you. Just copy this model and paste it inside your workbook and everything is perfect. You have no issue. Now, our third powerful model is how to convert text back to numbers. So as you can see, these particular numbers here are stored as text. Now, what happens is that if you leave them like this and you write a formula to probably do some simple math or calculations, in most cases, this gives you wrong answers, right? So you would have to make sure they are converted to numbers. So ideally, let me come inside this particular cell and just type a number like 67. So numbers are basically stored like this at the right side inside the cell. But once they are like this, meaning they are stored as text, Excel recognizes them as text and not numbers. So ideally, you would have to convert them back to numbers before you can do any calculations at all. So to do that, ideally, you would have to come here, click on this, and then follow all these procedures to convert them back to numbers and all that. But that is a long process, right? We have a very simple model that will do that for you, just a click of a button. Let's see how that works. So what we need to do is to go to Insert, and we go to Shapes, and we grab this button here, then we just draw the button here. So what we need to do is, let's go to Developer tab again, the Visual Basic. So now we have it says what, convert text to numbers, right? So let's minimize this. Right click on this, go to Assign Macro, then choose Convert Text to Numbers, click on OK. So right now what you need to do is, if you have long list of data like this, just select the entire column with that data, hit this, and then you can see that they are converted straightforward to numbers without any hassle. That is how simple things can be with Excel VBA. That is that about this as well. Now let's move to the fourth and another powerful model here. That is what, creating of customized email or creating and sending email in Outlook from Excel. This is very simple. So now imagine you have a list of maybe your student or a client, and you would want to be sending them messages. Ideally, what you need to do is probably pick one of these, open Outlook, type the email address, type the subject and the message you send. You come for the next person, type the email address, the subject, message you send. Imagine if you have thousands of clients. Is that how you're going to be doing it? That is tedious. We have a very simple model that what you need to do is to prepare your Excel template like this. You have the names of your clients, their email addresses, the subject of your email, and then the message. That is all what you need to do. So once you have all this set, the next thing is to run this amazing and powerful model. So how do we do that? Let's get a button for you. Go to Insert and quickly go to Shapes, and then we grab a button like this. Just draw the button here. Simple as that. So let's reduce it this way. So now let's right click on it. Before we do that, let's check the Visual Basic and look at the model, which says what, draft emails format from sheet. Simple as that. So what is going to happen is, right click on this, Assign Macro, then you choose draft email from sheet and click on OK. So now what is going to happen is, once we run this model, it is going to just launch Outlook and create email based on, or email messages based on the data we have in Excel. So far we have just 3 clients here. So now let's run it and see this. So quickly, Outlook is launched and our email is ready to get sent. So with this, what you need to do, so you can see this for the first person, second person, and third person. So what you need to do is just to click on send, and then you have the email sent. Now if you want to even make it more interesting, we can just do some little changes inside our code, and then everything can be sent directly by just click of the button without you having to even see them and clicking on send again. So how do we do that? Let's navigate back to Visual Basic. So now let's scroll down inside this module. So here, instead of display, we just change this to what, send, like this. Let's change this to send. There we go. Dot send, and then we save our work. So right now, if we come back here and click on this, you will not receive any notification. You just get a message saying sent, meaning all this is sent to the various clients with just a click of a button, right? So if you like this video, just make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now let's move to the final one, that is what, auto serials. Now you have a long list. You are preparing a list of data like this, like products and their prices and serial numbers. Now from today, I would want to tell you, don't stress yourself in typing the serial numbers like 1, like 1, like so, 2, 3. No, that is stressful. Before you type 1, come here and type the product, the price, 2, product price, 3. That is boring, right? With just a click of a button, we can have this automated. Concentrate on just entering your product like this. Let's say I have this product, so let me just scroll down to get more of that. Then let me select this also. Select this also. Scroll down to get more of that as well. So now I'll save my work. So what I need is just a button to get the serial numbers here with just a click of a button. So to do that, we go to insert, then we go to shapes, and then we grab this particular model here, then we draw this. And then what we need to do is to right click on this, then we go to assign macros, and then we locate what that is the autofill serial numbers model. Select it and click on OK. So once we run this model, you can see that the numbers are filtered right away. So what you need to do is select this and probably format it and put them in the middle. You don't have to type the numbers just manually 1, 2, 3 in that order. Right now, if we extend this even more like this to the bottom this way, and probably select this as well, extend it to the bottom as well this way, we don't have to still type the numbers, just run this and then you have the numbers generated. It's as simple as that. So basically, with these 5 powerful macros, you should be able to automate these basic tasks in your office or workplace without any problems, without any stress, right? So if you like this video, let me know which of this automation you like most. Let me know in the comment section below. And what do you want to automate? Let me help you build a particular model for that, and then you can use that to automate your task. Okay, so basically that is that. If you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and press the notification bell, and with this you can get notified anytime new video tutorials are uploaded, right? So basically that is that. I'll be leaving the files in the video description. You can just follow the link and download the text file and use these models in your workbook. They are free. Just copy and paste and you have nothing to fear, you have nothing to lose. You don't need any coding experience. But one thing is for sure, you make sure after formatting, after copying and pasting everything, make sure the file is saved in what? Excel. That is Excel VBA format. That is in Excel SM. So you go to save as, you go to file, save as, and then the folder you want to save the file, then you make sure you choose what? Macro enable workbook, and with that the VBA macros can easily run inside your system without any problems, without any stress. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.